Good afternoon everyone. So today we're at a Toyota Avensis 2007 and this is a diesel D4-D engine. So the customer's complaint is low in power, a ticking noise and a flashing mill light, engine management light. So I'll let you hear it. The engine management light is actually not flashing at the moment, but it was flashing at one point, so I'll let you hear the engine. There you go. Sounds like a miss, because it is a miss, so wait, take that off. There's a dead miss. So we'll draw some fault codes. That kind of sounded like it was a tappety noise, almost like from the camshaft, but see what the codes say. So the code is for an injector, P1238. Injector current and history. Now 1238, I think that's injector number 4, I'm not really sure. So if we're looking at this engine, I think this is conventional, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's see indeed if injector 4 is firing. We'll just use a screwdriver as a stethoscope and we'll check it out. In fact, before we do that, you can look at these figures just in the data stream. 1, 2, 3 and 4, so the odd man out I would say is injector number 4, which is at -5. So you've got a long screwdriver there already. You need to go along the injectors, just put it there my man, see if you can hear clicking. Then just compare one to the other. They're all making a noise. Probably on top of the injector body there. Rougher, right. The stethoscope test, when Roddy went along with the screwdriver, they all sounded exactly the same, either on the injector top or on the pipework. So, Although noise can be transferred. So let's see if we can clear the code and it restores life back into that cylinder, because maybe it's just shut the cylinder off for another reason. Back out of this, back out of this, read fault codes. So 1238. In fact, let's disconnect number 2 here and see if that generates another fault code. There we go. See what comes up there. Need fault code, but maybe no power of the circuit until you go to fire it. So let's start it, see if we can start on 2 cylinders. Definitely worse now. So that's coming up a P200. So that must be injector 2. So let's plug her back in, see if she restores life to it. So that one's better. Let's read fault codes again. So there, that's moved to history. Still saying current right enough. So let's clear the fault codes. So clear fault code, yes. So we've cleared the fault memory, so we're all good. We'll go and try and start it, but we're reading online that the injector driver, which I believe is this thing underneath the plastic cover, that can be problematic. Like the PCB board can get burnt on the thing, so. So let's see if this makes any difference. So let's read the fault codes. No trouble codes. Let's disconnect number 4. Well, that is contributing. Oh dear. Try number 3. That's contributing. Number 2. That's contributing. So there's number 1 and it sounds noticeably worse. We'll put it back in. 2, bit down, 3, down, 4, down. Well, the noise is no the injectors. So looking at these PIDs again, 1, 2, 3, 4's -5. Injection pressure correction, don't know what that means. Injection volume, MAF, injection period. I think we have a mechanical issue here today. So, it's either the top or the bottom. Listen to this. Some crack. Nothing yet. Control and select cylinder fuel cut. So we'll go for that one. No monitoring data, so we'll go 1. We'll go off. And we'll go on. Off. There we go. Put it back on. Or off. We'll come out of that. Go to cylinder 2. On. So you hear that? Put it back off. Smoother. Cylinder 3. On, off. I don't know how this works. Hear that drop? Put it back on, off. A bit smoother. And cylinder 4. On, off, off. There you go. Put it back on. Funny that. Come back out of that. That sounded better when the injector was cut off. So we've got a bang in there. We'll go injector 4 again. Off. Put it back on. So that's the cylinder, the cut off on, and it actually sounds better. Let's rev this. You hear that? There's less knocking when that injector's put off. So let's put it off again. That's a bad injector. I think that's overfueling. Listen to this. There we go again. The crack. I think that's an overfueling injector there. So the engine sounded better when that injector was off. Going after that. So we've got to go ahead just to replace number 4 injector. So it'll be a 17mm spanner. So we'll take the injector off of there and down at the rail, Then we need to remove this cover to get access, so I don't know what else is involved, but hopefully it's straightforward. That's injector pipes out, so it's 17 at this side, 14 down on the common rail bar. Clock this pipe off here, I'll just loosen it for there, and take out all these 10mm bolts. Let's hope it's just that. And some of this conduit covering. So there's the amount of stuff you have to take out. Some short bolts, some long bolts, but these are the predominant ones that go around the perimeter of the rocker cover, and the little short ones usually hold things on. There's like a bolt that goes right through the fuel rail. There's injector pipes. So we're just trying to ease the whole thing up at the moment. Very tight. Want to loosen this bracket off at the back, that was holding it on. You've got this wiring loom going over the top. More to this job than meets the eye. You've got to remove these injector seals. Just use a little screwdriver to prise them out. And then we also had to remove the stud from there using two screwdrivers. So 2 screwdrivers. 2 nuts just to, because we've not got a stud extractor. So take them out, and that's just to give you a little room. But you see there's where the injector seals come out. So the guy was saying you need wiggle room here in order to get them out. So let's painful and tight to remove. So we ended up having to take this plastic bit out to loosen that up, and took the studs out, as I said, and tried to take it up and along. So but what the guy was saying, you've got to watch these wires. They're bad for breaking at the injectors. So fingers crossed they're okay. So I think it's just a matter of this clamp bolt out and out of the injector. This must be quite the tightest injector in the world. So we're just using a little extension bar here to go into where the pipe goes in, just to wiggle it back and forward. But you see it's going back and forward, but it's certainly no rising up. Oh, tough. So we're trying to get the old D4-D here. Maybe getting the nail varnish remover. Try that.
No, that's soaking.
Soaking, just leave it. What you call for perseverance. There we go. There we go. It's out. Look at that. That's what you call the Black Death. What's the pintle like? It was burnt. Fried. Isn't it?
Aye. Look at that. There's dryness in there, eh?
Oh, aye. That was tough to get going, boys and girls.
Really, that was tight.
Look at that, all the way down. I've seen nail varnish remover would have sorted that, eh?
Aye.
Leave it overnight.
No, there's no overnight.
No.
A couple of yours.
Right. See it right now. Couldn't about here. There it is. Is that it there?
Right,
That's it. So there's a crack in this injector. So there's our problem. Let's see it. There's a crack right there. That's it. So we need to clean out where the injector obviously goes into. So you need good quality acetone. We were recommended this stuff because of its concentration. I'm not really sure what it is. I'll try and read on the side of the bottle. But you need that stuff. And then you need brushes like that. And then you need this little bit. That goes down and plugs the hole so you can clean it out. And then once you've done all that, you can then clean up the face of the seat using this tool. But the first thing we have to do is get the copper washer out, and then we'll have a tool in here. See, I think you've seen it on Budget and Leggett's channel. This little tool here, so that goes down in, and we just whack it out with a slide hammer. There you go. Roddy's gave it a little clean up. Look at that. So our diagnosis was right. Cracked injector. There we go. So we put this down the hole and screw it in, and hopefully the washer comes out. Just turn it and take it. Grip. Oh, nice. And then just a wee chap up.
Let's
No.
go to a bit. Let's see in it.
it disintegrated.
Lovely. Yeah, that's good. As you see, it's maybe disintegrated. It's hard to see from the over there. Obviously. That's it, eh?
Do you think there's copper in there?
Yes, see it.
We've actually dislodged it. We're going fishing for it now.
If that'd be the best, eh?
Go and get another hook.
Right.
Here we go.
Listen, camera.
Right, here we go. We managed to get it. Copper washer was there. Oh, yeah, beauty. There you go. Good man.
Look at that burn out.
Is it burnt? Let's see it. Oh, it's cobalt.
Oh. Old.
Oh, aye, look at it. Aye, there we go. Anyway, that's out.
See how thin it was there.
Oh, that's it. Burnt. Oh, aye, totally. Look at the side on, eh? We're going to put this down and see it does not fall into the cylinder. And this just acts as a little drain, a plug. Hey, just a plug. Stop. Oh, there we go. So we just leave that in there, or do we turn it off?
You leave that in there.
Just leave it like that.
Leave that in there, you put the stuff in it and put
Alright.
the wee hods at the same time.
Alright. Oh, aye, right enough. Aye, then clean it with the brushes.
Clean it with the brush, and the brush will take half out of the black out again.
Right.
Can't read it. I'll do some here.
We'll leave that in there to soak, eh? And we use our brushes.
That's pretty fine. I'll put brushes, see
Yep.
y'all.
They're there. Look the same, eh?
Just push this down. Thick.
Just keep cleaning that with a wee brush. You see, we've done the first bit of cleaning, and it's coming up lovely. So we're just going to put a cleaner brush down, the second brush down, put more acetone in it.
Enough in it.
I think so, Roddy, right?
If you want the nails, like sand it.
Oh, aye, Friday.
Friday.
Friday for my nails. So we'll put our cleaner brush down there this time.
Stay efficient. Let that soak into the wee brush bit first.
Right, just leave it there for a couple of minutes. We're just using a bit of tissue paper to soak up the acetone. I've done this about 3 times. There you go, it's still. Not bad, eh?
Soak it up in, right?
That's it. Give it a blow out with here, oh, yeah. We go up there. Oh, I see it. Carbon.
Carbon, aye.
Remove the insert. And we're just going to go in with this guy here and clean up the mating to the seat. See, it's got these hard bits at the end there, so you rotate that, so Roddy will show us. Rotate this bit away. Just to roughen it up, I take it. Just clean it.
Well, I just clean it. There's a high bit on it.
Right. So does that feel quite smooth? Well, that was good, Roddy. Oh dear, I just made it all go dark. There we go. That was quite good, eh? Perfect.